Welcome to the show called Beyond Our Galaxy. Today's show is titled The 8 Planets, Part 1. On today's show, we're going to be talking about the 8 planets in our solar system. We live in a big solar system with 8 planets that orbit the star that we call the Sun. On today's show, we're going to be talking about the first 4 planets in the solar system. The first 4 planets are called the inner planets or the inferior planets. These are called inferior because they are smaller than the outer planets. Here are the inner planets seen in this picture: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. These first 4 planets are called the inferior planets for one reason. All of these planets alone can be swallowed up by the biggest planet in the solar system. Planet Jupiter alone can swallow up Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. We Earthlings would have no mercy if planet Jupiter and its gravity force sucked us into it. Ancient Sumerian astronomers who studied the night skies were well aware of the planets in our solar system. And in fact, these ancient Sumerian astronomers actually believed there were 12 planets in the solar system. The next picture will show the carving in a stone the fact that they knew about the outer planets and planet X and Y as well. Here is a map of where the ancient Sumerians lived in Mesopotamia. These ancient Sumerians studied astronomy from above the temples they built as seen in the next picture. The next picture shows a Sumerian astronomer looking up into the night sky. Even though the ancient Sumerians were very knowledgeable about astronomy, it was the next person who really got things stirred up. Greek astronomer Ptolemy created the Earth-centered theory of our solar system. Greek astronomer Ptolemy was unchallenged about how the Earth was the center of the solar system for centuries until the next astronomer came along. Polish astronomer Nicolaus Copernicus. He creates the heliocentric theory that the Sun is the center of our solar system, not the Earth. Copernicus writes a book titled On the Revolutions of the Celestial Spheres. He suggests in his book that the Sun is the center of the solar system. Nicolaus Copernicus' book titled On the Revolution of Celestial Spheres, and here is a picture of its title page seen here. Astronomer Copernicus smartly waits to have his book published until just before his death in 1543. However, it would take about another 100 years before the next astronomer would prove Copernicus' theory was correct. Italian astronomer Galileo Galilei invents a telescope in 1610 and turns it towards the planet Jupiter. Galileo turns his telescope towards the planet Jupiter and then discovers something very interesting. Galileo discovers 4 smaller moons orbit the bigger object, planet Jupiter. Therefore, Copernicus' theory was and is correct. And so it is today that this picture here is the widely accepted view of the solar system. We now take a look at the first planet in the solar system. Planet Mercury. As seen here in this picture, Mercury is the first planet from the Sun. Mercury is located some 35,900,000 miles from the Sun. It orbits the Sun once every 88 days. Rotational period is 58 days, 15 hours, and 30 minutes. Planet Mercury is located some 45 million miles away from Earth. Planet Mercury was first discovered by the Greek astronomer Copernicus, as he observed and recorded it in 265 BC. The mountain on Mercury is named after him. Two space probes visit planet Mercury in the 1970s. The space probe Messenger arrives at planet Mercury. Here's at least three things that Messenger was to study about Mercury. 1. Mercury's composition. 2. Geological history. 3. Study magnetosphere. Space probe Meritor 10 arrives at Mercury. Its mission was to map the planet Mercury. Here are some awesome pictures of the planet Mercury to enjoy viewing. So just sit right back down in your easy chair, relax, and enjoy. One could say that planet Mercury and the Earth's moon could almost look like each other in appearance. Here is one of the comparisons of what both objects look like. Mercury, however, is bigger than the Earth's moon. So now we journey to the second planet in our solar system. Planet Venus. Distance from the Sun is 64,240,000 miles. Orbits the Sun once every 225 days. Temperature rise as high as 870 degrees Fahrenheit. The Magellan space probe, launched into space by NASA on May 4th, 1989, arrives at planet Venus as seen here. Magellan's mission was to return 70% images of at least one day of planet Venus's surface back to Earth. Planet Venus is the brightest planet in the sky both day and night. Here's planet Venus, visible during the daytime sky from April to December. Planet Venus seen here in the night sky. This happens between December and March. Here is a comparison picture of Earth and Venus. both are about the same size, but no Earthling could survive on Venus. Venus has an unbearable atmosphere, where no Earthling could survive it even for a second. Venus has thousands of volcanoes on it that are very active. Venus, like Mars, also has many canals on it as well, seen here in this picture. These canals literally stretch far as thousands of miles long. Well, here are some awesome pictures of planet Venus to enjoy viewing. So, hey, just sit right back down in the easy chair again, relax, and enjoy. We now journey to everyone's favorite planet in the whole universe. This is the only possible planet in the whole universe where intelligent life could be found. Planet Earth. Population, 7 billion Earthlings and growing. Planet Earth. Third planet from the Sun, located some 93 million miles from the Sun. Earth has one satellite called the Moon, and it's located about 230,000 miles from the Earth. The Earth's moon affects several things on this planet. Ocean tidal waves. Earthlings' moods. And the wolves will howl at night during a full moon. The Earth's moon gives off natural light at night for Earthlings to see better, and is also called the lesser light. The creatures who can communicate with each other on this planet are called human beings. These creatures are the only creatures who can talk with each other in an understandable language. Earthlings, however, can live among creatures called animals, shown here in this picture, and take care of them as well. Trees and plant life grow on Earth for human beings to take care of. Creatures called insects, like this bee, gather nectar from flowers so they can make one of human beings' favorite foods. Mmm, yummy. Honey. But wait, here's one more thing the Earth gives to Earthlings. Food for the 7 billion Earthlings who live on this planet. Indeed, planet Earth is a unique place to live. While the population on Earth keeps growing, there is one other planet in our solar system that has a possibility where we Earthlings could live on. Planet Mars. Fourth inner planet from the Sun, and the last inner planet in the solar system. Planet Mars is located some 249 million miles away from the Sun. It takes Mars twice as long to orbit the Sun than it does Earth, 686 days. Distance from Earth to Mars is 38 million miles away. It would take Earthlings traveling a space rocket like Floyd here some 5 years to make it to Mars. Planet Mars has 2 moons that orbit it, Phobos, Deimos. Phobos. Deimos. What do you think would happen if Earth had 2 moons instead of 1? What makes planet Mars the most likely good choice to us Earthlings to live on it is the fact it may contain water on it. Polar ice caps may contain water in them as seen here. Chemical makeup, 95.99% carbon dioxide, 1.93% argon, 1.89% nitrogen, plus others. Olympus Mountains is the second largest mountain range in the solar system and is another attraction on Mars. "374 miles big in diameter and 16 miles high. Another feature on Mars is called canals, seen here. It is thought that Martians dug these things here. These canals are dried up riverbeds. Here is a map with drawn lines on these canals, but in the end, there is no evidence that Martian beings dug these things. Since the early 1970s, there have been many space probes sent to Mars, like the ones in the next few pictures shown. Mariner space probe flies by Mars in 1965. Its mission was to conduct planetary exploration, taking pictures of Mars for the first time, and relate the pictures back to Earth. There has been many other space probes sent to Mars to explore it as well. Mars 3 space probe launched to Mars on May 28, 1971 by NASA, first soft landing of its affair. Sojourner, a rover launched to Mars on July 5, 1997, and it's the first soft landing of a rover to Mars. At last, Curiosity has arrived at Mars, launched by NASA on November 26, 2011, and lands on Mars August 6, 2012. Curiosity taking rock samples as seen here. Indeed, we Earthlings have learned a lot of things about our nearby planet over the last 30 years. Someday, when the technology is there, we Earthlings will live on this mysterious planet called Mars. But for now, here are some awesome pictures of Mars for Earthlings to view. So for one more time, just sit right back down in the easy chair, relax, and enjoy. Hey Pete, isn't she a beautiful sight? She sure is, Sam. She sure is. We have studied the first 4 planets of the inner solar system, but only time will tell what we Earthlings will find when we look up into the night sky and beyond our galaxy.